Now let me tell you something, brother. I don't know what's gonna happen with this Paramount Warner Brothers merger. Maybe nothing, and as the mustache falls off, because Hulk Hogan is here to run things, what's gonna happen is Warner Brothers is gonna restore the Snyderverse. Because, brother, the mustache is coming off like he did in '94 or whatever. But because Hulk Hogan is the world's heavyweight champion and the NWO is in full effect, I don't get where this gets going. I don't know what I was trying to achieve with that one, but who cares? Do you want me to leave the glasses on? I mean, I'm full of fluff now. Look at all this, all fluff. I have to vacuum this up. Anyways, I'll take the glasses off. What do you guys think about the whole Snyderverse thing? I mean, I've seen this argument online about the Snyderverse. Is Paramount going to restore the Snyderverse? Now, the big question, this comes in extension from James Gunn is a pretty big critic of Donald Trump. And we know David Ellison, the CEO of Paramount, is a very close friend of Trump, or the Ellisons are very close with Trump. So we could very much see a scenario where James Gunn leaves Warner Brothers when it gets acquired. And that raises the question, what happens with Warner Brothers? Because they've just relaunched Superman. They've just relaunched the DCU. It's this new universe. And it hasn't really got off its feet yet. It's kind of had Superman. Superman was a success and made money. But I think this whole scenario of, well, it's only one movie. Can we restore the Snyderverse? Can it be done? I'm going to say something controversial. I think it's happening. I think it's going to happen. There it is. It's going to happen. That's what I think. And here is why. Because, look, people say what they will about Marvel. But believe it or not, yes, Iron Man was successful. The first few Marvel movies, they were all right at the cinemas. They did relatively well as fluff flies around. They changed their order now. You know, Thor, I think, was a box office. It broke even, and same for Captain America. But I don't think it was until Avengers that it really started doing well. Now, was there a problem with the DCU, the DC Extended Universes? Yes, there was. It was rushed. But I could see something of, hey, we've got a decade of building there. There's a weekend Marvel. Yes, people weren't watching DC, but I could see them saying, you know what, Henry, we really should have stuck with. And you know what? What about Ben Affleck? Let's give him his own Batman movie. Let's build a Batman series around Ben Affleck. I think they need to do the Batman Robert Pattinson on his own before they even consider bringing back Ben Affleck. I'd also like to see Jensen Ackles be a Batman. I think he would be a great Batman. I think he even does the voice for the animated. But, you know, I want to... no, I think he does the voice for DC games. But either way, I want to see a renewed DC. But if they brought back Henry Cavill, would it be the worst thing? And if they brought back Ben Affleck needs a solo flick, and do it as a proper Batman. Have Batman versus Joker. Have it Jared Leto's Joker, the establishment of Batman and Joker, and play that scenario like, you know, The Dark Knight. People want to see the Joker and Batman. It is a well-established trope of Batman and the Joker. Just do another Joker movie, and people will watch it. And give Ben Affleck his movie, give Ben Affleck his thing. I don't know if Ben Affleck's still in shape for a Batman role. I mean, he's been out of that role for a couple of years. He's still in shape, but I'm saying, like, Batman is Batman. You got to be, like, in shape, but then in shape more than in shape, you know? But I think what happens is, look, Henry can still do it. He can still do it. He can still be Man of Steel. But they've got to, if they bring back the Snyderverse, they've got to do as like a limited release. They've got to do like, okay, we'll do one movie every second year. Do it like James Cameron does Avatar at the moment. Every second year you'll give an Avatar movie. Every other year you'll get an Avengers movie. That's the way Disney's marketed it. And I think that's smart because it doesn't tire the fans out. Give them one DC movie every second year. Say, you know what? This is the movie you see. If you want to see it, it's great. Don't just spam things, because the thing that was really annoying me about the James Gunn universe, and sorry James Gunn, love your movies, but I don't want to sit through animated versions and games and all this stuff, and they were saying like, oh, this DCU, it's going to be across everything. And I'm like, can I just have the movies? Can I just watch the movies alone? Do I have to watch the series and TV shows and all this other stuff? Or can I just start with the movies and be like, okay, movies, I'll watch the movies. Marvel got this right to a point. All of this up to about, where's Endgame here? Till Endgame, everything to Endgame was a movie. Now, given they might have had a TV show in there or two, I mean, you could say Jessica Jones was eventually adapted into the MCU. You could say Daredevil and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they weren't canon for a while, but they were adapted into the MCU at a certain point. But, you know, at a certain point it became, oh, watch WandaVision, then watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, watch Loki, watch Eternals, Eternals was a movie. Watch all this stuff, watch What If, watch all this other stuff. And I think it just got to the point where fans were like, oh, I mean, yeah, it's an MCU property, but it's not a movie. I'd rather just watch one movie, spend 2 hours of my life watching it, go and pay, watch it on a big screen, and then be done. I think when you started watering down the MCU, you had too much things everywhere. And then I think there was stuff in games that were kind of half canon. It just became a mess. DC need to go movies only, movie division, and comics, have the comics there. Like, the good thing about The Walking Dead, and I'm going to point to The Walking Dead about something here, because The Walking Dead had comics to draw from. Where are they here? I'll grab the first comic of The Walking Dead. You know, if you wanted to watch The Walking Dead, a lot of us fans were reading the comics at the same time as the whole TV show. So we were kind of following along, seeing how they got it right, seeing how the adaptation differed. Some people do that with books as well. But I think the comics could be really well, like Kingdom Come with Superman. I mean, we've seen Brandon Routh on the TV Arrowverse do Kingdom Come Superman. I want a Kingdom Come like Henry Cavill, like get to movie 2, do movie 2, and then get to number 3 and do Kingdom Come. That would be cool. That would be pretty cool. But I don't know if they would do it. I mean, that could be the whole thing of like, how did Superman get to that point in the Snyderverse when he got to like, the planet's finished or whatever. I could see that. But I want to see DC be DC. I don't want to see DC trying to be Marvel, trying to be, I don't know, what other comics, trying to be the Phantom, trying to be everything else. I want to see DC be DC. Be Superman. Give us a Superman movie. He's good guy, Superman, but also, I kind of like the darker version of Superman. Lean into it a bit. Even Christopher Reeve version leaned into it a bit. But I want to see DC at its essence. I don't want to see DC trying to be Iron Man. I don't want to see Batman trying to be Thor. I want to see Batman as like, okay, I'm a human being, but I'm Batman. I'm still Batman. Like, I've got a lot of money, so I can beat up Superman whenever I want. I don't know. Just be DC. There's nothing wrong with DC. Just play the tropes. Give us a good Green Lantern movie. Give us a good everything. Like, you know, there is a lot of good stuff that can happen. But also, I think the Snyderverse is the way to go. I think if they wanted to bring it back, it's an established entity. Yes, they didn't have massive hits. Yes, Black Adam didn't do it as well as it should have. I mean, yes, Black Adam was kind of a mess as well. Where is Black Adam here? Black Adam was a mess. But also, like, you know, it's an alright movie. I mean, Pierce Brosnan, I mean, who did Pierce Brosnan play again? I forget the character's name. If you know who I'm talking about, Dr. something or other. I forget his name. Sorry, I haven't been reading my comics, but you know what I'm saying? Give us a good Flash movie. I mean, yes, this movie, people say, oh, the Flash movie, Give us a good Flash movie. Do it right. Like, get Grant Gustin back if you have to. Grant Gustin was a great Flash, but he's a bit old for that role now, I think, maybe? But you can do an older Flash, maybe? Older Flash might work. I think there is a lot of things where you can revitalize a DCU and do it in a way that's not cringe. Spend money on the animation budget. And you've got AI there, yes, everyone's saying what they will about AI. Use proper actors, but then do it in a way that's like, okay, can we make the AI properly make this look like a fight? Like, not a DC fight that was DC... Like, the problem with DC animation and DC on film was the fight sequences looked cartoonish. And in that case, I kind of do prefer something that looks like Marvel. But don't try to be Marvel. Make it at its essence DC. And I think, no matter what they do, if they decide to go with the David Corenswet, if they decide to stick that route, great. Nothing wrong with that. But I want to see something more. I want to see something more, you know? I want to see DC push the limits of what, you know, what the Snyderverse could have been. Not necessarily go and run back and bring back Zack Snyder. He might not come back. But at least give that property a chance. Like, yes, it had 10 years to succeed. But a week in Marvel now means like, oh, okay, can we capitalize on a week in Marvel over there? They're going to reboot after Thing. They're going to reboot after Endgame. Not Endgame, what's it called? Secret Wars. So, you know, and Doomsday's coming up this year. So I would say, let's hold everything DC-wise, wait until they've rebooted that, and then we will launch alongside the rebooted Marvel, and then we will bail it out. But that'll give you a couple of years. Do a good Batman movie, and also you've got to end the Batman. You've got to get that series done first. Let the trilogy play out, and then let it reboot. Let it do its own thing. Bring back the Snyderverse if you must, but I would like to see the Snyderverse, even if it's its own thing on Paramount Plus or whatever. I would want to see it. But what do you guys think? Do you think the Snyderverse should be brought back? From what I've seen in Snyder's cut, I actually quite wanted to see Jared Leto's Joker a bit more. I wanted to see that end sequence with Jared Leto's Joker. I wanted to see how that played out. And, you know, obviously they talked about Harley Quinn. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, 3, 2, 1. If you haven't seen it, it's been out for years now. But, you know, Batman talks about Harley Quinn died in my arms. And, you know, like, I want to see, like, you see the Joker, like, treble in that sort of thing. And, you know, like, that's kind of... I want to see that. I want to see how we get to that point. I want to see Batman as a good guy first and, you know, straight out of the League of Assassins and, you know, trying to do what they need to do. But I don't know what I want with DC. I just want a good DC. I just want it in good health. Really? Can we ask for much more? I just want good health DC. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, drop a comment, hype the channel, follow me on Instagram, Jamie2 Presents. All my old videos are up on Instagram. I don't know, you can go and watch all those. They're still up. I'm not really doing much on there at the moment, but they are there. So yeah, go and follow my Instagram, Jamie2 Presents. I've got a Twitch channel as well. I'm not really doing much with my Twitch channel, same name. And yeah, I might do stuff with Twitch at some point. And while you're at it, check out one of these 2 end screens. I'll put a couple end screens here. You might like them, you might not. Maybe so, maybe not. Watch some of my older content, go through, send an email, use MSN Messenger. Share the love on Bebo. I don't know if Bebo still exists, but I don't know. Tell me what you think. Watch my old videos. Peace.